Hi, we're Matt and Shannon Heaton, and welcome to our home in Medford, Massachusetts.
We are so excited to play some tunes for the concert series here at the Library Arts Center. Thank you very much for watching.
Yes, so much fun to be part of this virtual concert series. Our thanks to Kate and Fran for curating this series. We're going to be playing, starting off with Irish flute and guitar. We play Irish traditional music, and we've got a couple instruments planned for you for this concert. I'm going to start off with a few dance tunes, some reels, that's a type of Irish dance, the Mountain Road, and the Galway Rambler. Are you ready, Matt Heaton?
I am ready.
Are you guys ready? Here we go. Some lovely tunes there. They're session standards if you've ever been to an Irish music session. It's a pretty informal, can be a very informal affair. You have people sitting around a table, maybe drinking tea, maybe drinking beer. Speaking of tea, I have a cup of tea over there I'm going to get in just a moment. And just playing tunes together, casually, socially. But also, the whole thing can sound very, very tight and like a band, even if you're playing with people that you don't know if you all play the same tunes. Yeah. And you make a snappy change.
Definitely helps if you're playing the same tunes.
That's right.
Well,
What's next? Tea.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna switch it up. I'm picking up this instrument here, which is a Irish bouzouki, which is a sort of overgrown mandolin, if you want to think of it that way. And Shannon is going to play the whistle, I believe.
That's right.
And we are going to do the first of apparently many songs about birds for you this evening. So this is called the Blackbird.
My misfortune seems sad. Many months I've been courting a young sailor lad. I've courted him truly, noon, night, and day. But now my young sailor has gone far away. If I were a blackbird, I'd whistle and sing. To my true love I'd send, I'd tell my misfortunes, my sad grief and woe. If I'd wings like a dove, to my true love I'd go. If I were a blackbird, I'd whistle and sing, I'd follow the vessel my true love sails in the top rigging, I'd there build my nest and lie all night long on his lily white dress. If I were a painter, I'd see my love's face on a canvas in colors warmed by the sun's rays. His features so pleasing, his eyes full of love, like an eagle I'd soar in the blue skies above. Oh, if I were a blackbird, I'd whistle and sing, I'd follow the vessel my true love sails in the top rigging, I'd there build my nest and lie all night long on his lily white dress. Oh Lord, make me a blackbird, I'd whistle and sing, I'd follow the vessel my true love sails in the top rigging, I'd there build my nest and lie all night long with my love.
Hey.
Lovely tune there on the tin whistle. So that was my grandmother Murphy's favorite song, and my grandpa Murphy played a bit of the tin whistle. And that is oftentimes one of the first instruments that people start off with in Irish music. You can get one for like $12, and it's a great, easy way to start off. So speaking of birds,
Yeah, we got some more birds for you.
we do, because I have to say, since this pandemic has had all of us, most of us, at home so much of the time, and going around and driving in cars so much less, the bird activity in our neighborhood has been amazing.
There have been a lot of birds. There have been a lot of birds. There's some stuff we're not really big on. We have a friend who's very, very into bird watching, I guess, who actually knows a lot about them. I don't really. I just kind of say like, oh, look at that one. But maybe one of the maybe I'll get myself a backyard bird watching book. Anyway,
I like it. I like the songs. I like the the flute oftentimes is
called
tunes,
upon to make some bird noises.
Tunes are written to make bird noises on the
Oh yeah.
oh birdie. But sometimes I'll be playing flute and I'll hear a little answer out there. It's very sweet. So this tune is called The Crow's Nest.
Yeah, it's harder to make a crow noise on.
Well, I'm going to try.
Okay, all right.
It's a big, strong kind of a tune.
And what we're going to do on this tune, we're actually playing 3 tunes, and they're going to be different types of tunes. So we're going to switch rhythms 3 times, or 2 times during the course of this set.
Hop
so
jig.
You can hop jig, regular jig, double jig, and reel. So here we go.
slow things down.
We are going to slow
We're gonna
things
slow
down.
things down. It's quite warm. It's quite warm today.
It is a
I
little
have to
toasty.
say.
I'm not
So
gonna lie
maybe
to you.
something a little slower now. We're going to play a composition by Turlough O'Carolan. And Turlough O'Carolan was a blind harpist who traveled all around Ireland during the Baroque era, during the late 1600s, early 1700s. And the way that he made his way was he would move in with maybe a wealthy family.
Ideally.
Yes. And he would write music for the person of the house. And so Plankstee means ode to, and he's written many Plankstees for his patrons.
This tune, however, has what I think is one of the greatest titles in all of Irish music. It's called Ode to Squire Woods on the Refusal of His Halfpence. And what's going on there is Squire Woods was hired by the English government to mint money, to actually print coins for Ireland, which he did, but the Irish didn't like them and refused to use them. So if you were trying to use some of your Woods halfpennies around, they wouldn't be.
Okay, so it was probably a political thing.
Yeah.
Probably the Irish were like, we're not going to use this English money.
Mm.
But imagine that you're a craftsperson, right? Somebody who makes things. You've been hired to make these coins, and you probably tried your best, and you tried to make a lovely coin, and then people refuse them. I would think that would be discouraging.
That could be a drag. That could be a drag.
Although you think it's a snarky.
I think it's just a little bit of snark, but I don't really know.
What does snark mean? Can you define that?
Snark?
Yes.
No, I can't. Well, snark is kind of like a
mischievous
and
kinda
sarcastic,
jabby.
kind of jabby. Yeah, it's not very nice anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of snark, what you got the right?
This
key
is
reading?
a B whistle.
Okay, so we're good. Yeah, so we are in the right key. Shannon has picked up a different whistle. They come in all different sizes and keys. I only have one guitar, so I'm just using the capo.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah,
I don't know if you heard the little bird at the end
there
there.
are some birds chirping, and we're going back to some bird songs. We're going back to another bird song. This is a bit of a it's a bit of a change from the last tune.
Sure.
This is a song by none other than Bob Marley, And the reason we are singing this song is one of the other things I do is I play music for children. And as soon as things closed down, I started doing live streams that were aimed at the younger set. And somebody suggested this song, that I learned this song, which I knew it, but I had never sung it. And man, I love it. I love singing it. So we're gonna sing it for you now. And it is about birds. It's about 3 little birds. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Woke up this morning, smiled at the rising sun. 3 little birds on my doorstep, singing a sweet song, a melody pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Woke up this morning, smiled at the rising sun. 3 little birds on my doorstep, singing a sweet song, melody pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't you worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Every little thing is gonna be alright.
Aw, very sweet.
I
Will
know,
you
it's
sing
a lovely
another hit from the morning?
Oh, would you like that?
I would love that.
I would be happy to do that. I will sing one more song. This one is a
I will say for Matt's Mornings with Matt, that's what it's called, his kid live stream. There are a lot of grown-ups who tune in with their kids, but also there are a lot of senior citizens who have really enjoyed this, and this is like their favorite hit.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, it's definitely a brainful, and I'm glad that Matt is going to be singing this song and not me, because I cannot remember all the little parts of the trees and the branch and the twig. No.
Yeah, this is the one song that I do that is kind of equally at home in a pub or a library. So sing it along if you'd like. Sing along if you'd like. Oh, row the rat and bog and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, row the rat and bog and the bog down in the valley, oh. Now in that bog there was a hole, a rare hole, a rattling hole. Hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, row the rat and bog and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, row the rat and bog and the bog down in the valley, oh. Now in that hole there was a tree, a rare tree, a rattling tree. Tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, row the rat and bog and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, row the rat and bog and the bog down in the valley, oh. Now on that tree there was a limb, a rare limb, a rattling limb. Limb on the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, row the rat and bog and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, row the rat and bog and the bog down in the valley, oh. Now on that limb there was a branch, a rare branch, a rattling branch. Branch on the limb and the limb on the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, row the rat and bog and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, row the rat and bog and the bog down in the valley, oh. Now on that branch there was a nest, a rare nest, a rattling nest. And the nest on the branch and the branch on the limb and the limb on the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, row the rat and nest there was a bird, a rare bird, a rattling bird, bird in the nest, and the nest, and the branch, and the branch, and the limb, and the limb, and the tree, and the tree, and the hole, and the hole, and the bog down in the valley. Oh, row, rat and bog down in the valley. Oh, row, rat and bog down in the valley. Now on that bird there was a feather, a rare feather, a rattling feather, feather in the bird, and the bird in the nest, and the nest, and the twig, and the twig, and the branch, and the branch, and the limb, and the limb, and the tree, and the tree, and the hole, and the hole, and the bog down in the valley. Oh, row, rat and bog down in the valley. Oh, row, rat and bog down in the valley. Now on that feather there was a flea. It was a rare flea. It was a rattling flea. And the flea on the feather, and the feather on the bird, and the bird and the nest, and the nest on the twig, and the twig, and the branch, and the branch, and the limb, and the limb, and the tree, and the tree, and the hole, and the hole, and the bog down in the valley. Oh, row the rat and bog down in the valley. Oh, row the rat and bog down in the valley. And oh, row the rat and bog down in the valley. Oh, row the rat and bog, and the bog down in the valley. Oh. Hey, thank you.
Glad you could manage that one. Well, we're going to carry on. Now, we are in our home. Oftentimes, we talk about our beautiful paintings, but we are so lucky that you are actually right here with us in our home. And you can also notice the royal typewriter. My father was a writer, and he used to use the old typewriter before he had a computer. Anyway, these two beautiful paintings, this one of County Wexford and this one of New York City, were painted by our friend Vincent Crotty. We just love them so much, and I wrote this first tune for him. It's called Against the Grain, so we'll try that for you. And then there's a tune that goes after it called Jig for Tim. So we're back to the bouzouki and the whistle here. Winning combo. All right. Well, we're going to carry on.
Tune there, Shannon.
Thank you very much. We're going to carry on with a song called Sailin' for Botany Bay. And this is a beautiful song of parting. In the Irish tradition, there are many, many sad songs of families being separated. There are many sad songs of exile, of people leaving Ireland during times of desperation and maybe sailing off to America for a better land, or in some terrible cases, being convicted of a crime and being sent away to Australia, far away from their families. And so this is one of those kinds of songs, and this is the person in the song is singing, saying goodbye, possibly for the last time, because 7 years in Australia, and it's a long ship ride. Things can happen.
Yeah.
So it's a sad song, but it's a beauty, and it's more beautiful if we sing it together. So we'd love to have you join us on the chorus. My favorite stanza in this song is, if I had the wings of a turtle dove, I'd soar over the pinions so high. Pinions are shackles, chains that hold your hands, perhaps. Pinions are also the little bits that connect the bird's wing to his little body. And so if I had the wings of a turtle dove, I'd soar over, I'd go over, I'd transcend, I'd free myself from my chains with my feathers, right? My fetters become feathers.
Whoa.
Very, very beautiful writing there.
Yeah. The chorus doesn't have quite as many words in it, however. The chorus is
To rely, oh rely, Addie. To rely, oh rely, to rely, oh rely, Addie. Sailing for Botany Bay.
So if you didn't get that, you can stop and rewind and learn it and then sing along.
Goodbye to old Ireland forever. Farewell to my true love as well. Keep the child safe in your arms, love. I need you like no words can tell. To rely, you rely, Addie. To rely, you rely, to rely, you rely, Addie. Sailing for Botany Bay. The captain calls, haul up the anchor. He sails by the stars and the sun. Oh, I swear if I live, I'll return again. To my darling sweet kisses I'll run, singing to rely, you rely, Addie. To rely, you rely, to rely, you rely, Addie. Sailing for Botany Bay. For 7 long years I'm transported. For 7 long years and a day. Oh, I wish I were drowned on the ocean bed when they've taken my true love away. Oh, to rely, you rely, Addie. To rely, you rely, to rely, you rely, Addie. Sailing for Botany Bay. If I had the wings of a turtle dove, I'd soar over the pinions so high. I would fly to the arms of the one I love. Safely with her I would lie. To
definitely.
Lovely singing friends.
Yes, good job, everyone. Well, I think we're going to play one more for you on this theme of hope, and maybe on this bird theme. If throughout your week you experience any kind of sadness or loneliness or anxiety, if you're human, you probably do. Maybe this week you'll hear a bird and it will remind you of a beautiful melody or a peaceful feeling, and we can be comforted by these little tiny things that make big songs. So we'll end with a tune called The Skylark. The skylark is a very beautiful bird to watch flying, and you can kind of look for an image of it and see it in the air. It's pretty majestic. But even the littlest birds, they are so sweet and so beautiful when they fly around and flit around, and they all have their own rhythm, just like all of us. So wishing each and every one of you a peaceful, cheerful, happy week with lots of little fun moments and maybe a few unexpected bird-like songs in your heart. So thanks again to Kate and to Fran at the Library Arts Center. This has been really our pleasure and our privilege to get a chance to play some of our music for you from our own home.
And hope that you have enjoyed from yours, and thank you so much for watching. This is being able to get together with people virtually or in any way is an absolute gift in these times. So thanks for taking the time.
So here's the Lucky Dozen and the Skylark.
Tune real quick. Thanks very much.
The birds.